I own a lot of DS games, as you can see here. I also own a few but fun GBA games, also as you can see here. So I thought it'd be fun if I tried to rank all my DS and Game Boy Advance games. So as you can see, I have a total of 18 games for both DS and GBA. What I'm going to do for ranking is I'm going to split them up into sections. As you can see here, I have Wars, Meh, Fun, Good, Great, Amazing, that's all amazing, and finally, Fantastic. The cover is gone, so you don't know what the game is going to be until I reveal it at number 1. So without further ado, time to rank. So coming at number 18 for the worst games I have, Cars for Game Boy Advance. I would like to say this before starting, and that is that I don't necessarily hate all of these games. There's just some things in the game that bug me and it makes them really unplayable. And since this is a collection of my games, out of all the DS games and GBA games I have, I would say that Cars for the Game Boy Advance would be the lowest on the low. And the reason why is mainly the gameplay. The story is fine. I mean, I didn't play much of it to get the story. I played like a few levels, but one thing that I can't get over is the physics in the gameplay. First of all, I didn't realize how bad it was using a D-pad to control a car, and that a circle pad or a joystick would be much better for those types of games. But also, the gameplay kind of takes place of like this top-down isometrical view type thing, which looks cool, but the problem you get from having one of those things is that you can't see what's ahead of you, which is crucial in a game when all you do is drive. Because of this, you don't see where you're going, and the only thing you have as an indicator of where you're supposed to do is these little turn signals that pop up every now and then. And plus, it doesn't help that randomly they'll go into like a zigzag, and since the controls are so slippery, you start bumping into things like other cars, the other areas. You keep on going off the rails. You keep on bumping into things, and those speed things that like make you go faster and make you go slower aren't helping either. If anything, maybe the slow things helping you go better. Literally, it's so weird. And also, it seems like it locks you in place, but at the same time it doesn't. It's very weird. I mean, I don't know, like Lightning McQueen, he's like so wonky with physics. He'll keep on bumping into every little thing, and no matter how good at you are at this game, you can just mess up and you'll just go flying off the track. I swear, I thought my driving skills are decent, but this game really did put me in check. That is why this is one of the worst games I have. At number 17 for meh games, Lego Battle Ninjago for the DS. Okay, I know what some people are going to say, but let me just say this real quick. I am not a Lego Ninjago fan, and yeah, that's all I can really say. The game itself, Lego Battle Ninjago, it's not terrible, but the reason why I saw it on the list is because there are a lot more games that I have that are better than this one. And from the gameplay that I did play, this is not this one. I just gotta tell everyone most of this gameplay isn't from me. I just can't find good HD quality. But yeah, the gameplay relies solely on the touchpad. So like that's how you move, that's how you control the characters. I used to think it was weird because they didn't utilize the D-pad or the buttons, which some part of that is true. But at the same time, I do understand how it's kind of innovative and it uses the DS touchpad really well. But the only other thing I can say is just there are much more games that are more worthy than this one. That's all I can really say. Coming for number 16 for meh, Gardening Mama for Nintendo DS. So Gardening Mama is a spin-off of Cooking Mama, which is actually in fact in this ranking video, but it's higher on the list or lower on the list because I like it more than this game. Basically, the only reason why I don't really connect to this game much is mostly because it's a lot more confusing than Cookie Mama. With Cookie Mama, you're given all the things in front of you. You can click on which one to do. With Gardening Mama, you have to like walk to certain things, and it's kind of time consuming, and the touchpad physics aren't that good. However, that's not saying that Cookie Mama's physics are perfect. This one came out after, and I prefer Cookie Mama. It's mostly just within taste. Number 15 for fun, Pack Pick for Nintendo DS. Pack Pick was more of an experimental game than a fully game. The idea/premise is pretty simple. You use the touchscreen to draw a Pac-Man and rotate the ghost. And that's really cool. That's why it's fun. It's not good, not great, but fun. I do like the premise, and I don't think a lot of people know the game exists, which is a real shame because this game is fun. I think the idea is really cool, but I feel like it was more of a tech demo to show the DS is capable of, and for Namco to like step out a little of the comfort zone to see what kind of things people would want, see what kind of things people wouldn't want with the Pac-Man brand. Overall, good game. Number 14 for fun, Club Penguin, Elite Penguin Force. For all the things Club Penguin went through during its life, and it did go through a lot, I think this game was probably the weirdest thing that happened during its lifetime. This was produced by Disney, so it's around the time when Disney bought them, and the game is a spin-off of a little section in the game called the Elite Penguin Force. Basically, a little thing that let you get like extra things, like made you dress up as a detective. Well, this one's a full-out detective game. You go through missions and explore around the iceberg area, that like the hub place, and you're able to help people in the game and help them with stuff. One of the things I do find interesting about this is that it did have online. I can't access it because I don't know how it works, but it does. But that does also make me realize that the My DS Lite has a way to connect to Wi-Fi. Don't know how, but it does, and I'm happy for it. Overall, it's a fun game. I recommend you playing. Coming in at 13 for good, Codename Kids Next Door for Game Boy Advance Video. So I know it might be unfair to have a Game Boy Advance video cartridge on this, considering how it's not really a game, but whatever, this is my video, I can do what I want. This is basically 4 episodes from the show K&D Codename Kids Next Door, and I actually really like this. I like the episodes, there's 4 of them, and I think they're really good. The quality may be bad and the sound may be all like compressed, but other than that, it's actually really good. And I'm surprised Game Boy Advance could even hold those episodes on there. So, he got my recommendation. Number 12 for good, All Grown Up for Game Boy Advance Video. So yeah, I don't really have any footage for this one, for 2 reasons. 1, I couldn't find any footage, and 2, I know how Viacom is. Anyway, this one is also a GBA video thing, but the reason why I like this one better than the other one was because despite it having only 2 episodes, they're 30 minutes long, and they're actually really good. Coupe de Ville was a really funny episode, but it also dealt with a warming heart message about kind of like staying close together at the same time trying to find your own identity. And the other one, Susie Sings the Blues, was more like deep with like this person who's like a con artist and stuff. I like that one a lot more than the other one, but yeah, that's my feeling on it. Coming at number 11 for good, Mario Kart Super Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. So this is basically a better version of the Cars game. It's from the Mario Kart series, and it fixes basically all my complaints, or most of my complaints, with the worst game on the list, Cars. It's no longer by the weird aspect ratio, it's like how Cars should normally drive. You can see what's in front of you, got the little items, it's basically Mario Kart Spine. The only play that I have is that the controls are a little too slippery, and once again, using a D-pad to drive a car isn't conventional. I would much rather use a circle pad or literally anything else. But you can get used to the controls, so other than that, it's a good game. For number 10 for great, Mario Party DS for the Nintendo DS. So So this is actually one of the games that I actually fully played and beat for the story mode, and I actually really enjoyed it. The bosses are a little bit challenging, which is something that you want in a boss. Not too hard, not too easy. I like the story, like Bowser taking Mario, like tricking them into thinking that he's gonna be like a good guy, and nope, he shoots them. I like the party boards. There might not be a lot, but they're fun. I like playing as Luigi. The only thing I can really say is bad is like you can't, like, you have to play the board to get stars if you're not the superstar, and it'll just randomly decide who it is and then automatically kick him out. But besides that, I really like this game. It's one of my favorite Mario parties, and yeah, I recommend you playing it. Coming at number 9 for great, Cookie Mama for the Nintendo DS. This is one of my favorite DS games, mostly because it was one of the first DS games I ever got. So yeah, a little nostalgia. And basically, it's everything that I like that Gardening Mama did not. It's a very simple game. They lay out all the things you want, and you can choose to cook. One of my favorite things to cook was the pizza, mostly because at the end of it, you'll get to decorate the pizza, and that's like the best part of it. I don't like pizza, but I like making it. And yeah, this game is really good. I recommend you playing it, and maybe also the sequels, but I honestly like the first one the most, rather than the sequels. Coming at number 8 for great, Dr. Mario for the Game Boy Advance. So this game is actually a remake of the NES version, which I didn't even know until a few years ago. And I kind of feel like that makes mine special, because I know it's kind of like a little limited edition because it's a classic NES series. But I mean, not Paper Mario. Dr. Mario is your standard puzzle game. You match the capsules and you try and kill all the viruses. I like it. It's very like simple, but at the same time good. It's a lot better than the mobile version, let me tell you that. Coming at number 7 for amazing, Wipeout 2 for the Nintendo DS. So a little trivia about me, I loved the show Wipeout. I used to watch all the time when I was like 3, maybe 4, 5, 6, and I just loved like how goofy the hosts are, like the two Johns. I love like the co-host who would like talk to like all the people. I think her name was Joe Wagner, Joe Wagner, I think. And now that they're bringing it back with a new series, I think it's a good time to talk about this game. I found it actually at a Walmart, like one of those like bargain bins, like $5. And there's actually a funny story about trying to get the case open because the tag was stuck on it, but I want to take that and put it into a video itself because it was that funny. The game works really good. The graphics are actually really fine, because for like being a DS game, the graphics are really good. And I really do like the game. I like playing, like I really want to be in the show Wipeout, and the fact that I could technically make like a little bit be in it just makes me happy. Coming at number 6 for amazing, Sonic Classic Collection for the Nintendo DS. Funny enough, this is actually how I met Sonic, through this Classic Collection on the DS. It basically compiles the first 4 games: Sonic, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, Sonic and Knuckles. But then I don't know if this is also on like the Genesis, but there's also Knuckles in Sonic 2 and Knuckles in Sonic 3. I don't know. I actually really do like the game. It's mostly just the same thing, however there's like little, like not really much touches, but like on the bottom you can like have like save stating, and I kind of like that. I was actually trying a challenge on Sonic that I might do a video on. I'm not sure if I would, because I need to figure out how to record it, because all this footage is coming from other people. I'm not recording because I don't have a capture card. But yeah, I actually really do like them. If you're a fan of Sonic in any way, I recommend you buying this. Coming at number 5 for amazing, Phineas and Ferb Across the Second Dimension. Like Mario Party DS, this is actually one of the games that I beat. I actually got it from a cousin who already beat the game but didn't use his DS anymore. The game is really fun. It takes place during a scene in the Across the Second Dimension movie where they all went through a brand new reality to get back home. And I actually really like the premise, because Obviously the DS couldn't store a whole game taking place with every single moment. That's what the Wii was for, the Wii version of the game. Also, plus with the Wii version, you can find little secrets in the DS version that you can that by putting in the code on the Wii version you can unlock. This is one of those things that are cool in my opinion. You can control Phineas, Ferb, or Perry. I really do like all the creative places they go. The game is easy, but at the same time rewarding, because you can use the points to, I kid you not, change costumes. So yeah, if you want Ferb to dress up in a drag, make him. I don't know. It's just fun. Coming at number 4 for amazing, Super Mario 64 DS. So this game is in not HD but like a remaster of Super Mario 64 with slight extra features. And this is actually how I am able to play Super Mario 64 because I don't have an N64 yet. That horrible snapping aside, this game is actually really fun. A lot of people don't like some of the graphics, like the grass and stuff, but I actually like it. I prefer it over the original graphics for Mario 64 DS. I really do like how how good it is, and I do like the fact that you're able to play as other characters such as Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi. I do like all the new levels that they put in. There's not a lot, but I mean it's just enough that like makes you feel like there's like more to the game. And I do like how they used one of the rooms that before was just kind of like a useless room with like a little secret and like expanded on it. And that's something I really like. Good job, Mario 64 DS. Good game. Coming at number 3 for amazing, Lego Batman for the Nintendo DS. Just like Cookie Mama, this one is special to me because it's one of the games I first got for my DS. And I'm gonna admit it, when I first got it, I didn't know how to play. Back in my day, all I did was just go around the hub area building things and fighting Albert. But then when I was like maybe 11, 10, 12 maybe, I finally figured out, oh wait, there's a story. And I beat it twice. One of my favorite parts in the game actually is this other kind of side mode where you play as the villains, because in the game when you play like normally, you go in and like they're already like messing things up, but with the villains thing, you go in before Batman comes in and you set up all the things that Batman is later gonna have to defeat. I actually like that part way more than the heroes part. And for being a Lego game, it's really good. I like collecting all like the little studs. I like the sounds that it makes. And overall, it's a really good game. Coming at number 2 for amazing, Super Mario Bros. 3, Super Mario Advance 4. So funny enough, this is actually the first Mario game I ever played, and I really do enjoy it. It's a really good Mario game, probably better than 1 and 2 and the Lost Levels all combined. The art style is amazing, the gameplay is fun and expands on the original, and it's overall a good game. I actually grew up on this version, not the original NES, and I was kind of confused why Mario had black overalls on the NES version when I saw someone play it, like one of my cousins play it. And I was also confused why the colors were like a little bit not as good as the ones on the GBA version on Mario Maker 1. But I mean, besides that, I think this is actually a superior version over the original. Mostly because of all the graphics and all the things look really nice. And that's all I can really say. It's a good game. Recommend. So I have counted down from worst to amazing, but which one do I think is the most fantastic game? Well, time to find out with this mystery cartridge. That's right, New Super Mario Bros. For number 1. So I know a lot of people don't necessarily like the New Super Mario Bros. Series, but for the first one on the DS, it is fantastic. The gameplay moves real smooth. It's back to Mario's true form after a huge break of 2D games. You can play as Luigi. Granted, if you know how to unlock Luigi, hold L and R when you're pushing your file select. But the game is just amazing. It introduced so many new power-ups like the blue shell and the blue shell. I actually really do like the blue shell though. I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Just the fact that you can like spin in it is just amazing. The game has all these like new types of things in it. The bosses are actually cool. Like they have like a Lekatu one and a Monty Mole one and a giant Goomba. And if you do things like do something as Mini Mario, like Mini Mario, you'll unlock Secret Worlds, which is even better. The game is just overall really good. It's my favorite Mario game. It's the first Mario game I probably ever touched in my entire life, right after the Super Mario Bros. 3. But I'm not even lying. I really do love this game. I can make a video talking about the genius of this one. And I mean, I also like the other Mario games. Oh, and the Mega Mushroom. Just the Mega Mushroom. All around, it's a perfect game for Mario. Brings back true to form, and I just love it. Plus, the multiplayer mode is also really good. I'm not even lying. I love that mode. Why haven't they brought that back in the other new Mario games? Literally, it's the best game ever. Apart from when your friendships get ruined, and I've lost at least like 5 of them due to this game. But I mean, it's amazing. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more ranking videos, then tell me in the comments or something. I'm not gonna force you guys to like my videos. Also, if you guys like thought like maybe like some of the things I put, like the things I liked and things I didn't like, you guys like didn't like that, tell me in the comments. I might respond to you, and if I ever make like a sequel to this video, or like a remaster of it where I like re-rank things, I'll probably keep those comments in mind. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Please subscribe for more videos. Bye bye.